Welcome to Grablo. In this tutorial, we'll build a pixel art jukebox that plays music with animated GIF on a 32 by 32 LED matrix. You can switch between tracks and watch colorful animations dance along with your music. Let's get started. Create a new project and add a dashboard. First, let's add a switch widget to play or stop the music. Create a variable called play and assign it to the widget. Next, add a push button widget to skip to the next track. Create a variable called next and assign it. That's it for the dashboard. Pretty simple, right? Now let's add the logic. First, let's create the music playback logic. In this tutorial, we'll play 3 different tracks, so we'll create 3 separate controls. Let's start with the first track. Add a compare type condition and select the play variable we created earlier. Set the operator to equal and value to true. Next, add a play media action. Click Select and create a new media player. Set the command to play and media type to file. To upload a file, you need to be connected to your controller. Connect to your controller and upload the first music file. Duplicate this control to create the second track. The condition stays the same, so just edit the play media action and upload the second music file. Do the same for the third track. When multiple controls exist in the same logic, they execute sequentially. When the user turns on the play switch, all 3 controls run in order, playing the 3 tracks one after another. When the third track finishes, it loops back to the first. Now let's create the logic to stop the music. Add a new control with a compare type condition. Select the play variable, set the operator to equal, and value to false. We also need to stop when the user presses the next button, so add another compare condition. Select the next variable, set the operator to equal, and value to true. Edit the control settings. Since we want to stop when either condition is met, change the condition operator to OR. Also, set the option to rising edge so it triggers only once. Now add a play media action. Select the player and set the command to stop. Finally, let's create the logic to display animations on the 32 by 32 LED matrix while music is playing. Since each track needs a different animation, we'll create 3 separate controls. Let's start with the first animation. Add a watch action type condition and select the first music playback action. Set status to running. This means the condition is only satisfied while the first track is playing. Next, add an I/O device control action. Click Select and create a new device. Search for Matrix and select the WS2812B NeoPixel Matrix library for Raspberry Pi. WS2812B can be controlled via PWM or SPI pins. In this tutorial, we'll use GPIO 10, which is an SPI pin. We're using 4 32 by 8 LED matrices arranged vertically to create a 32 by 32 display. The individual LEDs are wired in a vertical zigzag pattern. Enter 32 and 8 for pixel count, select vertical for pixel layout direction, and zigzag for layout method. The 4 matrices are connected horizontally in a zigzag pattern, so enter 1 and 4 for matrix count. Select horizontal for matrix layout direction and zigzag for layout method. These settings vary depending on your pixel and matrix arrangement, so adjust them according to your setup. One important note: a 32 by 32 matrix has over 1,000 LEDs, which consumes significant current. So keep the brightness low during testing, Set it to around 25, which is about 10% of the maximum. Select the matrix we just added, set the command to show image, and upload a 32 by 32 pixel GIF file. Duplicate this control for the second track. Edit the condition to watch the second music playback action and upload the second animation. Do the same for the third track. Lastly, let's add a control to turn off the LED matrix when the switch is off. Add a compare type condition, select the play variable, set the operator to equal and value to false. Then add an I/O device control action. Select the LED matrix and set the command to clear. And our logic is complete. Now let's connect the hardware. Follow the connection table shown on screen, connecting each component horizontally. 1024 LEDs consume significant current, so use 18 AWG or thicker power wires. Make sure your 5 volts DC power supply can provide enough current for your brightness setting. You can control the LED matrix using GPIO 10 or GPIO 12. GPIO 10 uses SPI and requires a simple system configuration change. GPIO 12 uses PWM and requires no configuration, but the 3.5mm audio jack cannot be used. In that case, use a USB audio adapter or Bluetooth speaker instead. All right, everything's ready. Let's run the project. Turn on the play switch. The first track starts playing and the first animation appears. Press the next button to skip to the second track and animation. Press again for the third. And once more to loop back to the first. Turn off the play switch to stop the music and clear the LED matrix. How about that? Pretty cool, right? Congratulations! You've successfully built your Grablo project. Ready to explore more? Check the links for tutorials and support. Thanks for watching and enjoy creating with Grablo.